Hello and welcome to Yoga with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. We will be focusing on the low back and releasing any pain or tension we tend to carry there. So we'll get started in Sukhasana, easy seat, with the legs crossed or whatever comfortable seated position works for you today. Closing the eyes. Allowing the palms to rest face up on the knees, bringing your index finger and thumb together, closing the eyes and taking deep breaths in through the belly, the chest, and exhaling belly, chest, trying to inhale and exhale through the nose. Grounding down through the tailbone, through your seat. Notice your posture. See if you can make any micro adjustments to lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. And just taking these next few breaths to set the intention of our class. Bringing ease and healing energy into the body, into the back. And taking another deep breath in. And a long breath out. Batting the eyelashes open and gently coming on to all fours in a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, palms, wrists underneath the shoulders, crown of the head pulls away from the tailbone, tops of the feet in the mat. And as you inhale, drop the belly, look forward, moving nice and slowly. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine. Just continuing to move with your breath and really inviting as slow a movement as you can as you go forward and back, especially if you are coming into this practice with back pain. I am coming into this with back pain, so I'm moving nice and slowly. Don't want to pinch anything or upset any muscles or joints. Just syncing movement with breath. And when you're ready, finding those barrel rolls, dropping the belly, looking forward, and then shifting the hips to one side as you roll around in a circle to the other side. Moving the spine, the hips, or shifting your weight side to side. Imagine you're drawing circles with the hips here. And reverse the circle. Keeping your neck moving as an extension of the spine. Beautiful. And then we'll come back to center. Walking the left hand underneath the face. Bring the knees nice and wide. Toes can stay together. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Open up, look up. On the exhale, thread the needle. Right hand comes under that left arm. Fixing my shirt for the edit. And right here to the mat. Just gently releasing through the chest. Hips stay lifted towards the sky. Nice gentle twist through the spine. You might walk that left hand over farther towards that right top corner of the mat as you look under your armpit. Kind of deepening the twist here. Stay with your breath. Beautiful, and gently release that left hand back next to the face. Inhale, press up, open up, right arm towards the sky. And exhale, right hand comes down to replace the left, taking it to the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle coming onto that left ear. Walking the left hand towards that top left corner of the mat. Looking gently under your right armpit. Feeling that beautiful twist through the spine. Keep breathing. Beautiful, and then we'll bring the right hand next to the face. Inhale, press up to open left hand towards the sky one more time. And exhale, both hands come down. Really nice. Curl the toes just to bring the knees together. And then we'll sit back to the side of our heels so we can shift the legs out in front of us. Migrating to our back, you can center yourself on the mat. And then with the knees bent, grabbing the backs of the thighs, gently rolling down all the way to your back, one vertebra at a time. You can hug the knees in here. Shifting side to side. Lovely. And then bringing the feet down, we're going to do some pelvic engagement. So this is really nice laying on a hard surface and can just kind of bring that needed pressure to the low back. So with your knees bent, you should be able to feel the back body fully pressing into the mat here. And as you lift the hips, just kind of not even lifting the hips, but just tucking the tailbone, you feel that engagement as the belly button draws closer towards the mat. And then we'll stick the tailbone out. You'll notice this gap forming between the low back and the mat, and then pressing it down. So we'll start to sync the movement and just a really nice massage of the sacrum. So as you inhale, stick the tailbone out, feel that opening of space in the low back, and as you exhale, pulling the belly button down towards the mat, towards the spine. Inhale, curl. Exhale, lower. So the tailbone should stay on the mat the whole time. It's our sacrum, our low back that's kind of lifting and pressing. You can leave the hands open on the sides of your body. Just continuing to move here. We'll take 3 more. Inhaling as you curl, pressing the spine down into the mat, and as you exhale, belly button draws in. Beautiful, and then coming back to center. So full Our back is again connected to the mat. Then we'll bring the hands next to the hips, palms pressing down into the mat. And on an inhale, just lifting the hips slightly, and then exhaling, rolling it down. So coming up into like a half bridge. We don't need to press it up all the way, especially if you feel some back pain. We don't want to kind of pinch the muscle by tightening the glutes too much. So inhale, lifting, just gentle lifts, and then exhale, landing back down. Inhale, lift, slight engagement of the glutes, the core. Exhale, roll it back down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale down. Beautiful. We'll hug the knees in, grabbing the palms to the kneecaps. Draw circles in one direction. Feel that nice massage of the low back. Move as slowly as you need to through these exercises. Really noticing each point of contact with the mat, and then we'll reverse the circle. Beautiful. Allow the feet to gently come back to the mat, bringing them as wide as the mat's width now, and then we'll shift windshield wipers side to side. So taking the knees over towards the left. Breathing here. And then on an inhale, come back through center. Exhale over to the right. Breathe. And then just moving at your own pace, inhaling as you come through center, exhaling as the legs fall over to one side. And you can kind of speed it up or stay with that nice slow rhythm. Arms can just rest at your sides or with the elbows bent. Shoulders fully connected to the mat. And if you notice any points that feel extra tense, you might just allow the weight of gravity to kind of deepen that stretch for you, trying to release any muscles in the legs and the glutes. Evening it out on both sides. And when you're ready, gently bringing the knees back in to center. Lovely. We'll send the left leg out long. Send the left leg out long, hug the right knee into the chest, and then guiding the right leg over towards the left, looking out over that right shoulder. Again, keeping both shoulder blades planted down. You can use the left hand to ground into your right knee or just opening the arms out to the sides. And gently shifting back through center, hug that right knee in, and then sending the right leg out long. Hug the left knee in, give yourself a squeeze, And on an exhale, take that left leg over to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. Shoulder blades planted into the mat. Taking whatever variation with the arms serves you. And again, just trying to relax the muscles of the legs as much as possible. Relaxing the back, the glutes. Taking a deep breath in. And exhaling, come back to center. Hug that left knee in, hug the right knee in, and then finding your happy baby. We'll grab the outside edges of the feet. If you can't reach the feet, you can grab the backs of the knees with the forearms. The idea is we're just pulling the thighs, the knees in towards the armpits. So grabbing the feet or the legs, shine the feet up towards the sky, soles of the feet towards the sky. And you can find a little playful movement here, shifting your weight side to side. Try to keep the low back, the tailbone connected to the mat. So that might cause you to adjust your bind or the legs. That's okay. You really just want to focus on that nice pressure on the low back. And as you breathe, just continue to release any tension. Relax the face. Relax your mind. And playing with straightening one leg and the other. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Hug the knees in. Lift the nose to the knees. Inhale. And exhale. Replanting the head. Can roll side to side. Roll back and forth. Or just shifting to one side to gently come up into a seat. We're going to shift onto all fours. Coming back to that nice tabletop position. And then sending the right leg long, press into the heel. Rock back and forth. Just feel that stretch of the back of the leg. On an inhale, lift the foot, bend the knee, bring it forward in between the hands for a low lunge. Beautiful. If you need to widen your stance or walk that back knee further back knee is lowered. Also the invitation to double up your mat if you want a little support or slide a blanket underneath that left knee. Inhale, look forward, low lunge. Knee is stacked over the ankle. On the exhale, pull that right hip back for half splits. Fingertips can stay planted here. And as you pull the right hip back, the left hip comes forward, releasing the head towards the knee. Play with pointing and flexing your right foot. Just notice the sensations in the back of the leg and the hip. Beautiful. And an inhale, rolling back onto that right foot. And then coming into a pigeon pose, we'll walk the right foot over towards the left side of the mat. Knee comes down. If this is not in your practice, you can also take figure 4 on your back. So returning to the back and then crossing the right ankle over the knee, like so, and you can grab the back of the left thigh. If you're in pigeon, bringing the kind of right foot in towards the groin, knee is off towards the right side of the mat, looking up, pressing into the hands or the fingers. And as you exhale, you might come down onto the forearms or all the way to your belly, whatever feels the best for you here. We want to keep that right hip supported on the mat. Back left leg is pressing into the mat. That's going to help deepen the stretch here. And just try to relax through the face, through the shoulders, through the neck. As you breathe deeply. Releasing any tension in the hips, getting heavy in the legs and the abdomen as you fold forward. If you're on your back, press that right elbow into the inner right thigh to open up the legs, the hips a little more. Taking a deep breath in wherever you are. And as you exhale, start to press into the mat, lift the chest back up, curl the left toes under to walk that knee forward, and we'll meet back in a tabletop. Again, moving nice and slowly, pressing the left foot back, press into that heel as you rock forward and backward, stretching the back of the left leg, and on an inhale, lift the leg, bend the knee, bring it forward and in between the hands for a low lunge. Adjust the legs as necessary, keeping that right knee lowered. Inhale, look forward, drop the hips. Exhale, pulling back through the left hip. Right hip pulls slightly forward, release the head toward the knee. Breathe deeply. Point and flex the foot, if that feels good. And on an inhale, rolling forward, back into your low lunge. We'll make our way to pigeon on the left side. So if you would like to do the figure 4 variation on your back, go ahead and do that. Walking the left foot over towards the right side, knee towards that top left corner. Press into the hands, press into the top of that right foot as you look forward. And exhale, fold down, coming onto forearms or your belly. You can also always stay lifted on the hands. Noticing different sensations between the right and the left. Softening through your left hip. If you're on your back, pressing that left elbow into the inner left thigh. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. On your inhale, start to press into the hands as you walk your way back up, and then just shift your way over to that left hip as we bring the right foot forward. Coming to our backs one more time. Grabbing the backs of the thighs as you roll your way down. Lovely, bringing the feet down, soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. For a reclined cobbler's pose, Sudha Baddha Konasana. Arms can open up at your sides. If you want to take any more movement, any more twists, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, just feel that nice connection of the tailbone and the back into the mat. The low back might slightly come up off the mat here. Just try to get heavier, to relax. And coming back to that belly breath. Inhaling belly and chest. And exhaling, belly and chest fall in. We'll end here on our backs. You can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, just feeling that softness, that ease that you've cultivated in this practice. And gently, and inviting yourself to move gently throughout the rest of your day. Taking one final breath in together. And exhaling, honoring yourself, your body, your practice. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you back next time. Namaste.